welcome back to the wondrous world of Cruise1st TV with Derek and Joe.
Hello.
Listen, thank you for booking your cruise holidays with us. The sheer number of you booking with us gives us buying power in the travel world. And quite simply, that means better deals for the future for you on your next holiday.
Yeah, it certainly does. We're serving up some exclusive offers in the show. Later, we're taking you off to Japan and South Korea on a luxury cruise and stay adventure with Celebrity Cruises for October next year. Now, we also have a Royal Caribbean cruise and stay coming up for February next year, taking us to the exotic East, lapping up gorgeous Bali and stunning Singapore.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that sounds absolutely wonderful. And all of the offers in this show can be secured and locked in today with a deposit of just £199 each. So make sure you stay with us. An extraordinary combo cruise and stay now with an exclusive price tag for the 9th of January next year. We're jetting off in style to Hawaii and LA for 3 holidays in one over 22 nights. The first of which flies us from the UK. You can see already, can't you, from the size of the smile. We are going to first our new favourite place in the world, Las Vegas, and we are going for 3 bonkersly crazy nights in a hotel. Oh, I tell you what, you're going to love them. If you've never been to Vegas, you've never lived, let me tell you, you've got to be there. It is totally and utterly like another world, let me tell you. It might be a place you go to once and you say, right, that's it, I've done it, maybe never again.
But you've got to do it.
You've got to do it, yes. You
have to.
have got to wander around these hotels that are shopping centres. They are gigantic and enormous.
Vast.
You've got to take a drive down the strip of an evening and just see everything that it has to offer. You've got to take a zip line downtown in Fremont Street because it's just brilliant. But then also do the culture vulture things as well. Go to the Grand Canyon, you know, fly over the Hoover Dam, do all of that kind of stuff as well. But make sure you stand in front of the Bellagio and watch the dancing fountains. Make sure you see the characters that wander up and down the strip. If you get the chance, take a bit of a helicopter ride across the strip. Go to the new Sphere venue as well, where all the concerts are.
I'm obsessed. And of course it changes with whatever acts there. You two were there and they have this, it changes to emoji faces. It's so much fun.
Oh, brilliant.
Grab that yardstick and walk down the strip. And like you said, look at the characters, the street performers.
Yeah.
They are really part of the whole Vegas experience. Great shopping too.
3 nights in Vegas. You are going to absolutely love it. And then we're going to take a short hop, skip and a jump flight from Vegas over to LA, La La Land, which will seem, funnily enough, quite tame in comparison.
It's going to be so chilled out compared to Vegas. Everybody just takes their sweet time in LA, man. They do. You've got 2 nights in a hotel. You can head to the Walk of Fame, of course. You've got to do it. Go to Grauman's International and Kodak Theatre. See where the Oscars have been, held in the past. Sunset Strip's really fun too. You definitely see people practicing their lines and screenwriting, because I always do when I'm in a cafe. You have the beautiful Hollywood Bowl. Then, of course, you've got to take that selfie with the Hollywood sign in the background. Then it's time to cruise on the beautiful Grand. You're going to be on board for 16 nights, which is fantastic. She's a lovely ship. She's an iconic ship in the fleet as well, and she has everything. If you've never cruised Princess before, let me tell you, they are the absolute epitome of classic cruising. Classically elegant, exquisite dining, award-winning food left, right and centre. We're talking of award-winning pizza, USA Today, Cruise Critic named, Michelin star curated menus. I mean, this is the place to wine and dine and really just drink in the moments that make life special.
Oh, talking of drinking, by the way, one at a time responsibly always, of course, but if you want to add a drinks package that includes so much more than just drinks, make sure you add Princess Plus to your offer as well, because that will get you the very, very best of everything, including wonderful drinks on board as well. We'll talk more about that if we've got time a little bit later on. But people that know Princess, all of your favourites, all of your familiar favourites, which you go back to cruise with Princess again and again and again, are there. Oh, but with some new twists as well, because they've got this new thing right now called premium desserts. And a friend of mine was on one of the Princess ships recently, actually, and I saw them, and they do look absolutely like,
oh my gosh, yeah,
mega.
Really indulgent.
Mega.
I mean, the desserts are good anyway, so I can't even imagine how good these ones are.
Oh, they are worth having.
The staterooms, plush, beautifully appointed. They also have the medallion program on board, which makes it easy to interact with the screens around the ship and order things and get into your stateroom. It's a little coin that you can put it in a piece of jewelry that they sell too, to make it easier to keep hold of, which is such a good idea versus the regular stateroom card, in my opinion. Incredible, award-winning Broadway caliber shows, and Princess are very well known for their entertainment. It's not just the shows, they have like the Voice of the Ocean where you can participate, which is really fun. They have the live music venues as well, and live music pop-ups around the ship. So your Princess experience is going to be one for the ages. Movies under the stars also. Now we're cruising out of Los Angeles, and some days at sea is going to see us in to fabulous Honolulu, Hawaii's state capital and the only major city on the island of Oahu. Now you have a lot of historic and cultural and scenic attractions, including Waikiki Beach and Hanauma Bay. Then we're into Nawiliwili, Kauai, which is known as the Garden Island, and really ranging terrain here from volcanic slopes through to canyons and incredible rainforests. It's absolutely lush and beautiful. I took a bike excursion when I was there. Lahaina Maui's up next for its Haleakala National Park. It actually means House of the Sun to the Hawaiians, and it appears that the sun both rose and set from the depths of the crater. So many people head over to the park. And then it's Hilo, Big Island as it's known. Black sand beaches, tropical rainforest, and of course the lush volcanics there. And you have also got the largest mountain on the planet, Mauna Loa, which soars above the lava fields. So much Hawaiian beauty to explore. Back into Los Angeles where you'll disembark and we'll fly you home. If you'd like to extend your stay, speak to the team. But Hawaii has to be done. It really is a bucket list destination. It's so gorgeous. And the days at sea will allow you to enjoy the ship as well.
That's 3 holidays, right? Isn't it? That's 3 holidays in one. Any one of those 3 elements would be absolutely perfect, I think, as a holiday. Such a treat. Such an absolute treat. When does it go? 9th of January. What a treat for the new year. With an exclusive Cruise1st price as well for over 3 weeks away, and what a whirlwind it is going to be as well. So let's run through again what's going to be included in your price tag. So the flight from the UK out to the best, most bonkers place on earth, Las Vegas, 3 nights in a hotel there included. Then you've got the quick flight from Vegas to LA, and you've got 2 nights in a hotel there. And then, of course, you've got your cruise, which is 16 fabulous nights around the Hawaiian Islands, plus, of course, then the flight back from LA to the UK. Oh, my word, you are going to come back from that holiday with some stories, right? And you'll want to do this kind of holiday again and again and again. And you'll wish you've been doing this kind of holiday for the last 20 years. You want to book it in right now, you can put a deposit down of just £199 each, because this is going to sell out quickly. And I don't say that often, but I just know how good of a combination this is, and it is going to sell out very, very quickly. So get ready for an absolutely awesome price tag for the whole jolly lot. And remember, we do all the booking, so we string it all together and protect the whole thing as one. That is exclusive pricing from us here at Cruise1st. I don't know how we've managed to stitch all of those elements together for that price tag, but I tell you what, we have done, so I should take advantage of it if I was you. Here's the upgrades in terms of the cruise, because the cruise, remember, is 16 of your 22 nights, and you are going to love it. You're going to be ready for that cruise as well, because you'd have had quite some adventures in Vegas and in LA. So you will need that cruise as well. And there's some nice sea days in the itinerary as well, which is nice and relaxing. You are going to love it. There's a brilliant solo price for this as well. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want to make this all inclusive, then you just add Princess Plus. It is one of the best value, if not the best value way to go all inclusive, plus. That's why they've called it Princess Plus. It's £50 per person per day. It gets you your drinks, your plus beverage package, which is drinks up to $15 each, unlimited Wi-Fi for a device, your tips, premium desserts that we mentioned there as well, unlimited juice bar, fitness classes, express boarding, a couple of casual dining meals there as well, room service, Ocean Now delivery, which delivers food and drink to where you are on the ship, all included. And it means that you can make the massive savings and you can make the budgeting work for you right now. by adding Princess Plus to your offer. You can add it to any of the Princess Cruise offers that are on our website or on the TV channel as well, and it is well worth doing. There is a premium premier level of Princess Plus there as well, which you can investigate more details on our website at Cruise1st.tv. Fantastic and lovely. Such a incredible package. My head is in that package right now. But you know I'm off to Vegas in September.
Hawaii. Oh, and yeah.
Can't wait.
Incredible. Well, make sure you keep an eye on our flash sales too on our Facebook page. And if you're on our mailing list, there's going to be some on there too. Now, if you haven't signed up yet, you can now on our website, Cruise1st.tv. Right, let's show off another one of our exclusive offers now here at Cruise First. It is 12 nights, the best of Bali cruise with Royal Caribbean and more for the 21st of February next year. And it starts by flying away from the UK, and we are off to incredible Singapore to enjoy a taste of the city with 2 nights in a hotel in bustling, beautiful, tropical Singapore. And escaping at a time of year where you definitely want to be escaping to the tropics, let me tell you. Now, Singapore Zoo is a massive highlight. You've got to head up there if you can. It's one of the best zoos in the world. The botanical gardens with endless species of rare orchids, the most vast, extensive variation of orchids in the world that you'll see, and then there's gardens by the bay. I mean, just look at these otherworldly sights on offer. Raffles Hotel, you've got to do it. Head over there and get a Singapore sling. It's absolutely iconic. And then it's time to cruise on the fabulous Anthem of the Seas. You're going to be on board for 8 nights, cruising through Bali and other fabulous parts of the East. Now, there you are, Derek. I know you enjoyed this ship because it's so much fun. It's so many things to play with on there, aren't there?
It's just a joy. It really is. You know, if you love your activities, that you are going to love it. But things like kinetic art, which I love the fact that it all kind of started on the Quantum class, and then it has gone on to all of the newer ships as well. I mean, if you look at the newest of the new ships as well, they've taken these kinetic sculptures and artworks to kind of the next level and made them like super grand. But Anthem is really nice because there's a lovely balance there for everyone. I wouldn't say this is a big ship, and I wouldn't say this is a small ship. I kind of say it kind of sat in the middle these days in Royal Caribbean terms. But it's just got so much to do, and there's plenty of room for everyone. I didn't find that ever I was kind of, crowded or waiting, or do you know what I mean? Those things that, as Brits, we have our things, don't we? And even though we are apparently world famous at queuing and things like that, we don't really enjoy it, do we? Let's face it. And I just found that there was always, if you wanted to do something, you could always do it without a major wait, which is really good. And that wasn't just because, I was Derek off the telly. It was nothing to do with that. It was to do with the way that people use the ship. It's incredible. And I love, whenever I'm filming on one of these ships, to just literally go off and wander on my own as well. So I can see,
exactly.
So I can see how the ship really operates, and I can talk to people as well.
Look at that, roller skating.
Yeah, to have experiences like roller discos, it's just ridiculous because you think, I'm on a cruise here. I'm not paying any extra for this or anything like that. It's fantastic.
And the shows, I mean, my goodness, they are spectacular on Royal Caribbean. They have branded shows like We Will Rock You. A friend of mine's just joined the cast in, the 270 Lounge on the newer, the Icon, I believe. So just watching the setup on his Instagram stories and everything. I mean, my goodness. And the quality, the level, the caliber of performers is insane. I mean, you're just going to be completely spoiled. It's so exciting. And dynamic entertainment venues like 260, but also you have the robot bar mixing you drinks. I mean, all of these thoughtful, fun, interactive touches. We're into our first port, which is Selakan Bawang in northern Bali, where you can visit the thermal springs up there. You can also head to the marine park, and the Ayung river rafting is a fun thing to do whilst you're up there. Then we're heading down to the main port in Bali, Benua, where you can go to the Ubud monkey forest, which is so much fun. They are such little cheeky devils. The paddy fields, that's a great day tour to do, seeing the lifeblood of the Balinese people. And Uluwatu Temple is amazing. Then on to Lombok, Indonesia. Now there's 17,500 islands in Indonesia. These two are some of the most famous. Lombok is really unspoilt. There's no motor vehicles. And a nice thing to do is to grab what they call a sand bike or a fat bike and cycle around the island while you're there. And then we're back into Singapore, where we'll disembark and we'll send you home. Flights are included, but if you want to extend your stay further into Asia, maybe you want to head into Thailand for a week, or do a Golden Triangle tour afterwards, speak to the team about that and we'll be able to get that hooked up for you.
Do you know what would be nice actually on the way back from this one? A couple of nights in somewhere like Dubai. Do you know what I mean? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? In fact, we could hook you up with another cruise in Dubai as well, if you like. See, the world's your oyster. When it comes to travel, you know, we put together these packages, but if you've got extra ideas of things that you want to do, start, finish, middle, you know, you want to create your own kind of cruise and stay package and then just book it through us, get our team to stitch it all together for you, you know, and take all the hassle out of the booking. That's what we're around for. That's what we've been doing for over 24 years now at Cruise1st. So back to this offer, which isn't exclusive. It's a real tempter for the start of next year. And you can book it right now with a deposit of just £199 each. And your 12-night exclusively priced adventure includes your flight from the UK out to Singapore, 2 nights in a hotel there, then 8 incredible nights on Anthem of the Seas. I think that'll be quite a chilled cruise actually with Royal Caribbean, because you are cruising to these wonderful chilled places, Bali and Lombok in Indonesia. You have some lovely relaxing sea days as well there to do the North Star and all the whizzy bang things. Just enjoy the ship and the holiday. And then of course we'll include your flight back from the end of the cruise in Singapore back to the UK. Deposits today, just £199 each. This is good. This is really good. This needs your attention. And the reason why we're bringing it to your attention right now is because we've got an exclusive price on the holiday package. So that means you're locking in a really, really good deal right now. If we're selling this October, November time, who's to know that the price of this package doesn't become £2,499, £2,799, you know, so like £1,000 more per person. This keeps it within reach right now. You can lock in that price tag with a deposit today of £199 each. Then you know that's it. That locked in, sorted. That's our holiday out to the Far East next February, all sorted. And as we said before, you want to add extra nights in Singapore or, you know, play around with this, then you absolutely can. Just take advantage of our fabulous exclusive price tag. Upgrades on the ship. Let's have a quick look at those. On Anthem of the Seas, you're on board for 8 nights, remember, on this package. So there you go, ocean view, balcony and suite prices all there for you. You're going to have a fantastic time. That is going to be a pretty remarkable holiday, let me tell you. Call us now, any questions? The funny thing about this job is we try and get as much details into the show as we can and as many different varied offers as we can into the show. But I can never foresee the questions that you might have in your mind. So that's why our team are here 7 days a week. Remember, you can call us on a Sunday late into the evening, not a problem. 0800 953 4700 and every other day of the week, but I'm just talking about Sunday because people usually think, well, I can't call the travel agent on a Sunday. Yeah, yes, you can. Absolutely you can. We are here all day and every day. So call us right now. Give it a try. 0800 953 4700. Anyway, right.
It's not the 80s when everything was closed on Sundays.
I know, it's true, right? Sunday used to be the day where nothing was open. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't call anyone. Like, that's it. Dead day, wasn't it? Anyway, now remember, we only have time for 3 exclusive offers in this show, but there are hundreds more and they're all at our website at cruise1st.tv, so drop in and have a browse. Now, we're off to the cruising hotspot of the world right now, Japan, on a 17-night cruise and stay adventure featuring a new luxury all-inclusive cruise with Celebrity. Now, remember, lock in our exclusive price with a deposit today of just £199 each. And let's jump to the 1st of October next year, where we'll fly you out to Tokyo in Japan, one of the most vibrant cities in the world. And we're sticking around to see as much as we can. We've got 3 nights here in a hotel in Tokyo. You lucky people.
Yeah, 3 nights is a really good amount of time. Contemporary Tokyo, they say, may be the most astonishing city on earth. I think just even walking around and seeing the visual display of everything in Japan, because it's so otherworldly, I think, for us, for many of us coming from Europe. You have amazing, like, neon signs everywhere. You've got the incredible Shibuya crossing where 3,000 people cross at any one point. You know, real paradoxical mix, actually, of tradition and postmodern culture.
You're going to love it.
Because there's a big art scene there as well, and of course all the shrines. You will love it, absolutely. It's
3
time to
nights
cruise.
there as well, yeah.
Yeah, 3 nights. Millennium time, absolutely. We've got 12 nights on the Celebrity Millennium. This is all included cruising. So this is your drinks and Wi-Fi. So all your favorites, of course, whether it be a blended cocktail or your, the spirit you like to drink, the wine you like to drink, you never have to worry about adding anything onto your cruise fare at all. And your Wi-Fi is included too, which is brilliant when you're a little bit further afield from home and you're definitely wanting to keep on the updates and, chat to the family and friends back home. Or maybe you're even doing a working holiday. A lot of people do that now, and that's handy to know you have that.
Do you know, actually, this is something that some of the cruise lines are starting to hook onto right now. They are actually booking people and kind of going, look, the Wi-Fi is good, it's reliable, it's fast enough. So actually, why don't you come on a cruise with us and do some work? They've kind of started to hook into that kind of thing, which is very, very clever indeed. Well, listen, what better place to go and work than the Ocean Wave? Actually, I do know someone who is like a website developer, incredibly clever kind of person who basically his other half works on ships as a guest lecturer, and he cruises right the way around the world and continues to work as normal.
That's brilliant.
Incredible.
Yeah, living the absolute dream. Why shouldn't you?
Yeah, why not?
Whilst you're enjoying some of the finest food at sea and the essence of new luxury that Celebrity encompasses, and this is all about, it's not in your face, it's not overbearing, it's all about these beautifully thoughtful spaces around the ship where you can just enjoy a cocktail and not feel like you're, surrounded by people all the time. There's lots of these lovely enclaves that allow you to feel like it's just you and your other half, if there's two of you cruising together, or your group. And I love that. You never are at a miss for somewhere private to sit. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, and also actually, just to the point that we've been focusing more and more recently as well on solo prices and solo deals. If you're coming on solo, there are kind of meetups for solos as well.
So many.
But also, if you're on a cruise and you're thinking, no, I'm going on my own, I don't need to be put with other people who are on their own as well. I'm very self-sufficient. You will be speaking to people and making friends and, hooking up with people before you know it, because it's such a convivial atmosphere on board.
Yeah.
Every cruise line, I'm not just talking Celebrity here, I'm talking every single cruise on every single cruise line. They are very, very social places. So if you strike up conversations very easily, and you do, sometimes you're just in a lift with someone and you'll strike up a conversation, that's it, you've made friends for the cruise.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful that way, and you'll make friends for life too. This is the great thing about it. You are going to fall in love with Celebrity. Now we're cruising out of Tokyo, and our first port we're heading into is Shimizu, which is the port for Mount Fuji, the active volcano, which is designated a place and source of artistic inspiration by UNESCO. One of the most unforgettable sights you'll ever see, of course, that iconic peak. And you can do a tea ceremony while you're there too. Osaka's up next. And this is an overnight here. And from tea to Zen and art to science and philosophy, Osaka was Japan's contact, with the great Eastern cultures. And it's amazing. It's gateway to Kyoto, the ancient imperial capital, cultural and spiritual center. So tea ceremonies, incredible shrines. Then it's Kochi, and known for its incredible castle. You've got to see the Kochi castle there for sure, and the Museum of History that supports it. They also have the beautiful Kasarabashi Bridge and Gorge for great photos. Hiroshima is next, where you can visit the castle and the amazing shrine, but you might want to head to the Peace Memorial Park, of course, to pay your respects. It's just a very nice, tranquil port, this one, to visit. Lovely gardens as well. Then we are into Korea, South Korea, Busan, the second largest city in South Korea, and a fascinating land of culture and that balance of old and new that Korea is all about. Great temples, fish market, you've got the Tumuli Park to visit. Hakodate is next, and this was once a fishing port and became one of the largest cities and most important points in Japan. You have the incredible sumo museum to visit. I think that would be very interesting. Mm-hmm. Then it's Amori, and Amori is known for its cherry blossoms when they're in season and its lovely parks, very manicured, alongside the Hiroshima Murasaki Castle and the lovely temples. So I think there's just so much to see in Japan, whatever time of year you go. Arriving back into the UK after our flight from Tokyo, of course, after we disembark, which is all included in your cruise fare. So that is your 3 nights in Japan, in Tokyo in the beginning. This brilliant itinerary taking you through some of the hot spots in Japan and over into South Korea and then back into Tokyo.
It's just a part of the world everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see. You know what? It still feels to us, you know, on our shores, it still feels a little bit undiscovered, Japan, which is lovely because it's only really come to everyone's sort of attention, maybe, I would say maybe really in focus in the last couple of years. You know, lots and lots of people are just seeing the vibrancy of it as well, because if you're going, you know, if you're going a long way away, if you're going, you know, really far east, there are many different places you can go. And Japan is just so beautiful and welcoming and ordered, and, you know, it feels like it's just right for a Brit traveller as well. Need to go and see it. This is, again, this offer, by the way, it's another example, brilliant example of Cruise1st's excellent buying power, securing exclusive rates for the cruise in this package, which is 17 nights. Remember, this is next October. We can lock in a price today with a deposit that includes the flight from the UK to Tokyo, 3 nights in a hotel there before that cruise on Celebrity Millennium for the most incredible tour of Japan in luxury and style for 12 nights, including your overnight in Osaka. And of course, you're calling into the port for Mount Fuji as well. Fingers crossed it's a nice clear day for you as well. Of course, your flight back from Tokyo is included. Your deposit today, £199 each, which we can't say fairer than that. And here is the exclusive deal that we've locked in right now. In fact, it always kind of befuddles me a little bit that we can lock in exclusive price tags in something like travel where anything could happen between now and next October to change the dynamics of pricing. Do you know, the cost of putting a cruise on, the cost of flights and all sorts. And we are saying right now, £199 each, and we are locking in this deal for a holiday that's not happening until next October. Here's the details for upgrades, by the way, in terms of the cruise. Now, your cruise on this one is 12 of the 17 nights. So there's your prices there to go ocean view, balcony, or even up to the fabulous suite there. And honestly, the suites on these ships are something else, like you would never believe, honestly. They are incredible. Got a good solo price tag on that one as well if you wanted to venture to this part of the world. Joe mentioned in a couple of the ports as well, by the way, that you know, they are world famous for when the blossoms come out in the spring, which is kind of sort of March, April time. We've got offers at that time of the year as well, if you want to investigate those. So if you've been thinking about that as a bucket list kind of thing, and I think I would love to actually, you know, follow the cherry blossom forecast, you know, from one end of Japan to the other, would just be a dream. And we can do that for you. Can we make that happen? And of course, with a cruise as well, it's just a perfect pace because you can move at some distance quite quickly as well.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, Japan is the hotspot of travel at the moment. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's buzzing about it. Everybody I speak to, including our cameraman Rich here, is in love with Japan. And you will be too once you explore an adventure in this part of the world. So I would suggest getting these deposits laid down as soon as possible so you can have that dream trip like just around the corner.
Absolutely. Stay right where you are though, because we have plenty more to offer you.
See you soon.